lot about the brain. We don't know really how it works. I mean, really. Okay, we're trying. One thing I asked one of the top neurosurgeons is, hey, how do you create a habit? How long does it take to form a habit? He goes, John, you're asking the wrong question. He says, what you really need to ask are, what are you trying to do? See, it differs. It varies. So, you want to have a glass of water every morning. I do. It's healthy, right? So I put a glass of water by my bed. It takes about 7 to 21 days. We don't know. You'll start to have a habit. You want to do something complex, like these maneuvers that I was flying, or a tuck over roll where you're upside down, 240-degree roll. You see the rivets of your teammate. That's over 1,000 times before you can get this muscle memory, this unconscious competence can kick in, right? But what we're learning is this number 65 is an interesting number, okay? Every time I snap my fingers, 65 frames hit your eyeballs. None of us in this room can actually multitask. Human brain cannot focus on 2 things at one time. But because you get 65 chances a second, you think you are. But you're doing exactly what I'm doing. What's my 3-mile checkpoint? What's my 2-mile checkpoint? What's my 1-mile checkpoint? So there's a way that you can focus your brain. I do a lot of it now. I have a meditation practice. I have a yoga practice. I think you're going to do yoga on Friday. That's cool. I wish I was here. I'd do it with you. Okay? I have ways to do that, right? But you can learn. You can train your brain. You can train your brain. So let me give you an example of one. Let's make this real, because I love, Fabrice, that it's not just about business. I love that this is about personal. So I like to wake up happy. Anybody in this room also like to wake up happy? Okay, cool. Here's the question. Do you? Do you wake up happy every single day? Do me a favor. Check the first conscious thought that hits your brain tomorrow morning. See if it's a happy thought. Now, I think it's probably a pretty good chance, because look at where you are, okay? Look at the team you're around. Look at what's been prepared for you. But do this. Check it for the next 65 days in a row. See if every day you have a happy thought. It turns out we can train our brains to wake up happy. You all probably know this. There's a lot of studies out on happiness. Somebody give me a quality. What's a quality of a happy person? Self-assessed, by the way. Someone shout it out. Yeah, smile. I love that. Smiling definitely, it works. All right? They've done studies that actually do the opposite. When you get angry, you want to kill yourself faster, get angry. Okay? Next time you get angry, do me a favor. Grab your hands and just choke yourself. Okay? Because that's exactly what you're doing. Okay? It turns out smiling does the opposite. You can feel it right now. When you smile, the energy in your body changes. So it turns out there's a physical and a mental aspect to it. Okay, so smiling works. Optimism. Anybody think optimism works? Yeah, it actually does. But here's my suggestion. You better have a plan. Because optimism without a plan, you're screwed. Okay, so you got to have a plan in your life too. But optimism works, okay? Well, it turns out the number one quality, gratitude. Turns out that people who are grateful typically are happy, or at least happier than most, okay? So I didn't make this up. It's a study. You can look at it, right? So I said, okay, if that's true, here's what I want to do. I want to wake up happy, so I'm going to do my glad to be here wake up. I do this every morning. You guys can try this. Here's what I did this morning. The very first thing I did when I woke up is I said, what am I grateful for? And the very first thought that hit my head was you all. I said, in a few hours, I'm going to get the rare privilege to share some information with others who have the ability to impact other people's lives. That's a privilege. I'm just grateful for that. Then I said, I'm healthy. I'm strong. I feel good today. And here's what's actually kind of cool. The human brain doesn't care. It doesn't care if you're actually experiencing something for the first time or you're remembering it. So you get extra brownie points for just remembering good things. So what I do is I go back in my life. I go back 24 hours ago. I do this every day. I say, what happened yesterday? What do I have something to be grateful for? You go back to the people who've made impacts in your life. But plant those seeds in your brain. Then what I do is I go forward. Most people forget to do this. Go forward in your day. And start to create your own destiny. Think about others, not just yourself. You do this about 65 times. Be honest with you, we don't really know. But you do this about 65 times, the neuroplasticity of your brain changes. Their neurons fire differently. And you all know that neurons that fire together, wire together, and bam, you'll start to have more conscious, happy thoughts. Don't believe me. Try it.